Hello, everyone, and welcome back to NoBorders English Studio. English has no borders, no matter where you are from, how old you are, or how long you've studied. In our last two lessons, we learned there is and there are, and we learned the difference between countable and uncountable nouns. Today, we're going to use that knowledge for something very useful in real life, asking questions with how much and how many. If you've ever been confused about which one to use, don't worry. By the end of this video, it will feel automatic. Let's begin. Here's the whole rule in one sentence. How many goes with countable nouns? How much goes with uncountable nouns? Let's remember what that means. Countable nouns are things we can count one by one. One apple, two apples, three apples. These nouns have a plural form. Uncountable nouns are things we usually think of as a whole, not as separate units, like water, rice, money, or time. These nouns don't normally have a plural form. We don't say waters or monies. So, how many apples do you have? Apples are countable. How much water do you have? Water is uncountable. Let's practice with countable nouns. How many books do you have? How many brothers and sisters do you have? How many students are in your class? How many hours do you sleep at night? Notice something important. After how many, the noun is always plural. We say how many books, not how many book. How about this one? How many languages do you speak? I speak 2 languages. Now, let's practice with uncountable nouns. How much water do you drink every day? How much time do you have? How much money do you need? How much rice do we have at home? Notice the noun after how much stays singular in form. We don't add an S because these nouns don't usually have a plural. Let's try another one. How much coffee do you drink every day? I drink 1 cup of coffee every day. Some nouns confuse learners because they seem like they should be countable, but they're actually uncountable in English. Here are some common ones. Money. We mentioned before, we don't say how many monies, we say how much money. Information. We don't say informations, we say how much information. Advice. We don't say advices, we say how much advice. Furniture. We don't say furnitures, we say how much furniture. These are some of the most common mistakes learners make, so it's worth memorizing this small list. Now, there's one more very common use of how much that isn't about countable or uncountable nouns at all. It's about asking for prices. How much is this? How much does it cost? How much are these shoes? This is something you'll use constantly when shopping or traveling, so make sure this phrase feels natural to you. Let's test what we've learned. I'll say a noun, and you decide if we ask how much or how many. Answer out loud before I tell you the answer. Ready? Number 1, apples. How many apples? Sugar. How much sugar? Friends? How many friends? Homework. How much homework? Minutes? How many minutes? Bread. How much bread? Great job if you've got most of these right. If you made a mistake, don't worry about it. It just takes some practice. You can go back and watch the video again, or you might want to watch the video on countable and uncountable nouns as well. This will get easier for you. That's today's lesson on how much and how many. In our next lesson in this series, we'll learn a little and a few, which follow a very similar pattern to what you learned today. So you're already ahead. If this lesson helped you, please like the video and subscribe so you don't miss the next one in the series. Share it with a friend if you think it will be helpful for them too. Remember, English has no borders. It doesn't matter where you are from, how old you are, or how long you've studied. This language belongs to you too. So keep going, keep learning, and I will see you in the next lesson.